Good morning, everyone. Any doubt, question from what we discussed yesterday? Hello, am I audible, guys?
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Yes, sir.
So I think this is primarily for those who missed.
So I have a query regarding growth model. Yesterday I have discussed with you.
Just wait. Actually, sir का log out हो गया. I don't know how. Just give me a minute. Huh? Guys, actually, Nishant sir की electricity चली गई है, so it will be take 5 to 10 minutes. So we will resume the session at 10:45.
Okay.
Okay.
Nishant sir, your voice is not coming. I guess your आपका mic off पर है.
Hello, am I audible, guys? Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank God. I think it was a bad struggle. The last 5 minutes, I was trying to. Yeah, okay. So I think I don't know whether probably Damini would have shared that clarification with you in terms of agenda for this. Just give me a sec. Yeah. So what we intend to do today is probably the repeat of what we did yesterday, and this is primarily for those uh, kids who missed yesterday's session, because I think there was some confusion in terms of some session or some notification came from Mumbai as well, and some of the students dialed into that session. So those who attended my session, who completely attended my session yesterday, probably can drop off unless they want to do this repeat, because I don't want at the end आपको भी सर ये तो कल वाला repeat है. But those who missed the session either completely or partially, उनको mandatory attend करना चाहिए. जिन्होंने कल मेरा पूरा अटेंड किया था और कोई डाउट नहीं है and they're comfortable with the entire bubble analysis that we discussed yesterday, probably can drop off, because उनके लिए repeat होगा. If you want to remain, I'm fine with it, but it would be repeat of what we did yesterday. I will not be doing any additional topic because that's what Dami told me कि कल वाला ही करना है. So guys, are we clear in terms of what we intend to do in this session? Hello.
So I have a doubt. Yesterday I was told about the same.
Yeah, we'll take that. आपका उस पे है ना वो टेबल पे डाउट है ना आपका?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, वो मैं एंड में लेता हूँ. So we'll take that. I'm saying in terms of बाकी को clear, is everybody clear in terms of what we'll do today? Yes, for example, this is Sneha and a couple of other students who dialed in yesterday late or probably did not dial in. For those, you can continue in this session. Others, if you want to continue, it's fine. If you want to drop off, it's also fine. I will not do any additional topic from what we discussed yesterday. Okay. So, Ishan, I will take your doubt at the end, because then probably we'll ask others to drop off. I don't want to waste others' time as well. But as of now, we'll start off with the bubble. So what we discussed yesterday is a bubble analysis of bubble chart. So let me remove this stuff, and we create completely new stuff around this. So for example, if I have this kind of data, that for the company A, you have this quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, and you have number of staff. So what this means कि quarter 1 में 10 staff थे, quarter 2 में 20 staff थे, quarter 3 में 32 staff थे, quarter 4 में 33 staff थे, and this is the revenue for the same quarter. So how do I read this data कि quarter 1 में आपके 10 staff थे और आपका revenue 100 था. Q2 में आपकी स्टाफ 20 थी और आपका रेवेन्यू 280 था. This is what it means. Now, if I want to understand this on a graph, then I can plot the bubble. But before I do that, let's assume if I plot this on the graph, which is not a bubble, how will it look like? So it will look like something like this. So I'm selecting these. तो मैं एक साथ दो ही वेरिएबल बना पाऊंगा ग्राफ पे. So on my x-axis, I get the quarters. On my y-axis, I get the staff. If I have to add the third variable, which is revenue in this case, these kind of an ordinary charts doesn't allow me to add the third variable. That's the limitation of these kind of in basic charts. कर लीजिए इतना बना लीजिए. मैं आपको लास्ट क्लास में मतलब लास्ट क्लास में सिखाया था जब हम लोग चार्ट्स कर रहे थे, बट दोस आर बेसिक चार्ट्स. दिस इज वेरी बेसिक चार्ट. So एक बार ये प्लॉट कर लीजिए on this data before we move to bubble. Yeah, so this is done. Sneha, ये clear है यहाँ तक? Are you able
Yes,
to
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is the basic graph that we discussed earlier when we
Correct.
discussed these charts. Now, and I hope you understood the limitation. The limitation is if I want to add this third, let me highlight this in some. So let's say this is red. Now, if I want to add a third variable information or data into this graph, I can't. So that's the reason if I want to create these kind of a three-dimensional or three-variable kind of in graphs, then how do I go and create those? So for those, I use this different type of charts. So let's do that. It's called as bubble chart or bubble charting analysis. So go to chart and then select this bubble. So if you can see the description, जो screen पे आपको read कर पा रहे हो, if you look at the first bullet point, वहाँ पे भी आपको दिखेगा bubble की description में भी, it says 3 variables, 3 set of data values. ठीक है? So that's what we want. We want to create a chart जिसमें 3 variables आ सकते हैं. So create कर लीजिए ऐसे blank chart. Insert chart. Click on this add. Please do along with me. Now in series name, select this name company A. In series X values, select 1 to 4. Y values, staff, and bubble size, revenue. Done? Once you're done, click OK. Again, click OK. And you will get a graph like this. Anybody who is not able to get this bubble graph till this stage? Sneha, हो गया आपका?
Yes, sir, it's done.
Yeah, and in addition to Sneha, कौन है जो कल वो session who missed my session because they were attending that Mumbai session? Just so that I can try and focus more on those kids. Who apart from Sneha, who all missed my session because you were attending that other session?
I partially attended it.
Yeah,
Okay.
even I.
Nancy, Swapnil, okay.
But I attended your
Okay, ठीक है. Sneha, Swapnil, Nancy, और कौन? Is anybody else who?
I could not attend.
Tejas. Okay. Okay. Now, if you compare these two graphs, the graph that we just prepared earlier, so let me put the numbers. I'm comparing graph 1 vis-a-vis graph 2. If you see this, in terms of the pattern, it's pretty same. It has to be same, right? Because you're plotting for the same data. But in graph 1, the size of the circle or the size of the dot or the bubble is same for all the data, all the dots. But when you compare this with chart 2, in chart 2, the size of each circle, that's also different because the size and the diameter or the radius of that bubble is also representing one data point, which is revenue. For example, if you look at the quarter 2 का revenue सबसे ज़्यादा है, इसलिए उसका size of the bubble सबसे ज़्यादा है. I समझ आया?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which is not being captured into the chart 1. That's the beauty or advantage of this bubble graphs. And liquid doubt. Have you understood the advantage of when I should use bubble and when I should not use bubble? Guys.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Not only this graph can give you more ability. Can I remove these arrows? So just give me a second. So let me remove this and get the clean screen here. Now let's add a couple of more tools to this. So click on this plus sign and so legends and that access titles. Sorry, yeah, access titles, and then next is title. I can type. So this is quarter, which is Q, and on y-axis I have number of staffs. Change. And then I can push this on this side. Yeah, let me know once you're done.
Done, sir.
Done, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's assume you don't do much more higher analysis. So let's assume I do not want, I want this to be analyzed over and above one company. मैं पूरे industry का analysis करना चाहता हूँ. Okay. So let's assume I have another information for company A. This is for company A. Suppose I have similar information for company B. So let me. Sorry. Yeah, so company B, and let's plot this. So I have similar information for company B, and let's change these numbers randomly. So suppose 14 staff, and they have 160. And suppose 27 staff, and they have 390. Okay, suppose it was company B का ये data है. Now let's bring up bubble graph and again right click on this. साथ में पहले company B का table create कर लीजिए सब लोग. So let me highlight this in yellow. So yellow is the additional table that I've typed in. That now right click on this graph, a bubble graph, and again select data. And click on this add. Now series name, now select company B. X values, your quarter. Y values, your number of staffs. And bubble size, your revenue. And click OK. So you'll see now two colors, so you will get bubbles of two different colors.
तो थर्ड वन वाला हाइड हो गया.
हाँ ठीक है, बट वो आपको फिर भी थोड़ा पता लग रहा है ना. वो तो अगर मेरे को चेंज करना है तो मैं थर्ड वाले का नंबर चेंज कर दूँ, 70 कर दूंगा. अलग आ जाएगा. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now, how do we? So this is the first piece, which means you need to understand how do you plot this graph. So I think more than this, what is more important is how do you read these graphs? How do you use for the further analysis? Now, focus for the next 5 minutes because this is more critical component in terms of how do you read these graphs, especially for very high-end analysis, economic analysis. We generally use these kind of graphs or bubble analysis. So now, for example, if you look at so suppose you look at the you look at the first 2 quarters, you will see between the orange and the blue bubble, it's pretty much in the same theme, or which means, so on the first quarter, when you move from first quarter to second quarter, so the number of staffs are increasing for both companies, and the revenues are increasing because the size of both the bubbles. So blue bubble from quarter 1 to blue bubble to quarter 2 has gone up. Similarly, the orange bubble from quarter 1 to quarter 2 has gone up, which means for first 2 quarters, the number of staff is increasing as well as the number of staff is increasing for both the companies as well as the revenue is going up. Are we clear with the first 2 quarter analysis, guys?
G, sir.
Now, when we move from second quarter to third quarter, the orange company, which is company B, is able to maintain the same trend. यानी उसके staff और increase होते हैं और revenue भी और increase होता है, इससे उसका bubble का size और बढ़ गया. But the company B loses this track. है, and hence the company B के staff तो increase हुए, but revenue नीचे आ गया, इससे उसका circle का size देखोगे छोटा हो गया. Guys, समझ आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
And similarly, when you move from quarter 3 to quarter 4,
Yes, sir.
the company B still again maintains the same momentum and increases the staff at the same time, increases the revenue, but the company A has lost the momentum and started falling flat. और बहुत हाई लाइकली अगर कंपनी पे यहाँ पे कुछ वर्क नहीं किया, कुछ स्ट्रैटेजी नहीं लगाई गई, तो प्रॉब्लली नीचे आना शुरू हो जाएगा. समझ आया? इसको पीयर एनालिसिस जो बोलते हैं, व्हेन यू कंपेयर द सिमिलर कंपनी इन द सेम इंडस्ट्री. जैसे मैंने कंपनी, इसमें और कंपनी भी डाल सकते हैं, कंपनी सी डी, वो सेम प्रोसेसेस, तो आपको पूरी इंडस्ट्री का स्नैपशॉट मिल जाता है एक ही ग्राफ. बहुत सारे बबल्स बन जाएंगे डिफरेंट कलर्स के. आई कैन ऐड 20 डिफरेंट कंपनीज इनटू द सेम प्रोसेस. करके देख लीजिए. ऐड वन मोर कंपनी सी इफ यू वांट, और इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल देन इट्स ओके. कोई डाउट, क्वेरी, please let me know. This is very important. जब हम research move करेंगे, and those who will attend sessions with me, you will see into those high-end analysis. We will use these kind of tools for analyzing certain kind of reports. Guys, please let me know in case you have any doubt or questions on this. Yeah. Sneha and Nancy, are we clear with this?
G, sir.
Swapnil, Tejas.
Yes, clear.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. You want to do add company C और आप कर लोगे? Is it now clear कैसे add करते हैं? जैसे कंपनी B add किए वैसे कंपनी C भी हो जाए.
Sir, I'm good. Depends on the others.
Yeah. Okay. What about others, guys? Particularly those 3-4 students who missed the yesterday session.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is one way to look at these kind of charts, which is bubble charts. The another way to plot this is, so for example, let me knock this off. Yeah. Now suppose if I have this kind of data, let's try and understand this data. So what I've done, I've added different kinds of foods. Of course, these are not the actual nutrient or nutrient or vitamin component of these foods, even random numbers are there. So, but let's try and understand how these numbers are being assumed. So the way you need to understand that for chocolate, the chocolate contains 420 carbs, carbs is carbohydrates, contains 50 units of protein and 772 units of fats. One more example, so which means the second food, which is banana, contains 105 units of carbohydrates, 80 units of proteins, and 672 units of fats. Again, these are not, guys, actual numbers of each of these food products. These are just a random numbers just for discussion purpose. So don't try and change your diets or follow or the diet basis of these numbers. Now the difference I want to explain this to you. So let me first plot the graph, then I will be able explain the difference. So again, I will go to insert charts, and then I'll go and bubble chart. Right click on this, select data, add. Now series name में chocolate. अब ध्यान से देखना. X values में only carb of chocolate. Don't drag for a range. Only 1 unit of 420. Similarly for proteins, only the proteins of the chocolate. And similarly for the bubble size, only the fats for the chocolates. And press OK. Press OK. And you will see only one bubble on the chart. vis-a-vis previous chart, जहाँ पे हमने कब कंपनी ए का बनाया था, तो एक साथ बहुत सारे बबल्स आ गए थे. भाई समझ आया?
G.
Okay, and just let's do some
Yes, sir.
hygiene checks in this. So I need access title, of course, and I need legends. So my access में क्या है? मेरे पास carbs है. So my these are my carbs. Y axis पे I have protein. Okay, and yeah. So now again, right click on this, select data. Now click on add. Series name banana. X values 105, Y values 80, and bubble size 672. Click OK. Then you have now bubble for the chocolates, for the banana as well. Let's just plot this quickly for others as well. कर लीजिए जल्दी से same चीज. किसी को doubt है तो please feel free. Add. Next is ice cream. X 450, Y 65, 74. Again, same process. Insert, select data, add. Now pass the करिए कंप्लीट करिए फ्रेंड्स जल्दी Just give me. आप लोग ऐड करो सारे जस्ट गिव मी सेकंड I'm getting a call from down So एक और बना रहे हैं, then we'll move towards the analysis phase because then आपको बनाना तो आ ही जाएगा. And this A39 क्या था? Orange. So orange का carbs and then proteins for the oranges and then fats for the okay and so on. So you've got now chocolate, ice cream, apple, banana, pasta, and carrot. Now, if you look at this, I don't know if you've ever consulted any of the dietitians. So when I interact with my dietitian, this is the kind of graph that generally they give it to me as a diet plan. So just let's try and understand how do we read this. And then I will take an example in terms of how do we plot these. I will give you an example of the scenarios where we use in the financial markets as well. So now, for example, if you're being recommended on to go on suppose high protein and low fat diet, which means I need to look for bubbles. Sorry, this should be proteins. Sorry, my mistake. This spell mistake. Protein, yeah. So if you've been recommended high protein and low fat or low carbs diet, so let's put this. Suppose ideally, suppose you've been recommended on high protein, low carbs, and low fat. Most of the time, this is what you would recommend depending upon the age and the kind of workout that you do. But let's assume this is what is being recommended. Now, what does this mean? This means I need to look at for the bubbles, which is towards the higher side on the y-axis, towards the left side of the x-axis, correct? Yani somewhere between this. But at the same time, the size of the circle should be small, which means it's orange, which is what? Banana has a very higher fats. Yeah, random numbers, so don't react to banana as a fat scam. But I'm just saying, so similarly, so which means this, what is this? This seems to be an apple. Yeah. So which means apple and these kind of foods, which has a lower size of the bubble, will contain a lower fats, and that's becomes if eat basis your recommended diet. Guys, have you understood how do we analyze this?
Yes.
Yes.
Any doubt in this? This. So this is the way you can use it across the type of segment. For example, the first example that I gave is more from a financial analysis from in terms of financial performance of the relationship between the financial performance, which is revenue, and the hiring of the staff. Vis-a-vis the another graph that we've seen is completely different, because in this, for each of the variable you are creating a different bubble, whereas in the first graph there were two types of companies, A and B, and for each of the company you are having multiple bubbles. आपको समझ में आया difference between the first graph and the second graph? Guys, are we clear with the difference between the first? Sorry, not the first and second. The first the year, no. This is first, this is second, and the third one is Juma and Ichimana. Are we clear between all these three graphs? And because each of these has a different agenda or different objective. Guys, last time, any doubt in this?
No, sir.
So
sir.
I have
So I
Yeah,
have
go
a
ahead, sir.
small doubt. ये जब आप insert करते हैं ना bubble chart,
Mm-hmm.
so if you see there are two, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why do you use the one which you're using now and not the other one? जबकि
So
3 dimensional नहीं है दोनों.
हाँ, दोनों 3 dimensional है, just the it's a 3D graph. It's a 3D. तो आपको जो बबल
Okay.
बन के आएगा उसका जो स्टाइल होगा ये भी बना देता हूँ. So it's only a 3D bubble graph. Otherwise कोई difference नहीं है. So let me say add. So company. और आप देखोगे इसमें कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है, सेम ही बन के आएगा. It's just a 3D effect that gets created.
Okay.
ठीक है. Any other doubt, guys?
Can you just go through the the 3-dimensional bubble chart that we created, the third one, and how do we actually analyze the size should be small, as you said, fat should be low, the protein should be high, as well as the um, carbs should be low, right? So in that case, how
Which
do we
means I should
make
be
it
looking
out?
at the bubble, which is in the upper side
Okay.
of the y-axis. This is y-axis, correct? So
Right,
upper side
protein
of the
should be high
y-axis
and
means this means higher protein.
right.
Okay. Now I need low carbs. Low carbs means the x-axis should be on the left side.
Left side, right.
Okay. So which means I should be definitely not looking at these stuff. I should be looking at something these stuffs on first 2 parameters.
Right.
ठीक है. अब इसमें से
And
भी
the
ये वाले
size
generally
should be low.
Yeah, correct. Now because I need low fat, I would be looking at something just the size of the circle would be small.
Right.
That's the way you
So
need to understand.
the blue one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other doubt? Okay.
No, sir.
So, okay. Now, so that's what we discussed yesterday. But before we close off, so एक बार ईशान का कुछ अभी concern था. So, Dami, are you there? Dami, can you give access to Ishan? Dami? Ishan, you need an access. बिना access के हो जाएगा discuss. Ishan?
Can you please show me your diagram, sir?
Sorry?
Can you please show me your diagram? EVM वाली slide पे जो था, EVM वाली tab में.
You have a problem in diagram or the table?
Sir, टाइम वेरिएशन नहीं लिया था ना, ग्रोथ वाला टाइप पे जो था. ये just
ये क्वेश्चन 3 आपका क्वेश्चन कौन से में डाउट था, 4 में कि 5 में? आई थिंक आपका इसमें डाउट था. चेक करो कौन से वाला. नहीं, आपका 912 समथिंग था ना, यही था आपका 92, यही वाला था.
yes sir, हो गया मेरा मैच एक्चुअली. मैं कुछ
Okay.
चेंजेस किए थे इसमें, उसके बाद मैच हो गया।
ठीक है, चलिए,
थैंक यू सर।
ठीक है. So guys, anybody else, any other doubt? Because I really want to continue further, but I don't know, because I've been told कि आज कोई नेहा नहीं करा, so probably I have no choice but to stop here. कुछ पूछना है, कोई doubt?
नो सर,
And also,
थैंक यू।
thanks. So one more thing, I think couple of students are also getting worried. So जैसे स्नेहा को कल कंसर्न हो रहा था कि उसने वहां पे अटेंड किया तो उसका यहाँ मिस हो गया, एंड नाउ वो सॉर्टेड आउट हो गया. कुछ स्टूडेंट जिन्होंने यहाँ अटेंड किया था उनका ये कंसर्न है कि वहां जो हुआ है वो मिस हो गया. सो वो सेशन आपका दोबारा मेरे साथ हो जाएगा. सो डोंट वॉन्ट. सो द बॉटम लाइन इज किसी का कुछ मिस नहीं होगा. सो the only one piece is now pending, that those who attended my session yesterday and have missed the other stuff which was conducted parallelly, for them there will be another session that will be scheduled, and those students can attend my session. So that should be taken care of. उसके अलावा कुछ concern issue?
No, sir.
ठीक है. So we'll stop here, and then probably we'll continue the next class. So in the next class we'll again go back to the we will start off the new topics, because we have today we have mapped up everyone, which means इनका miss था उनको भी cover up करा दिया. So from next class we'll continue the new topic. चलिए, thanks, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
सर बाय।